What's up, guys? Welcome back into the channel. I'm going to be doing Sorare and Pooky today. You can find the links in the chat if you want to get involved. How's everybody doing? Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad at all. Bit tired today. One of the reasons we're starting a bit late. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably, man. See how it goes. Hello to Noli. How you doing, man? Can't enter anything for that. Hello to Nathabam as well. How you doing, guys? No, I'm alright. I'm alright. Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm okay. I think that's okay. All good. Matthew doing Matthew things last night. Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we, yesterday on the stream before the game, saying that you needed him to do well. And I remember saying like he won't let you down because he never really does actually. I sold him. I didn't get a lot of money for him, but probably should have kept hold of him because he's so good. You saw that Bologna is close to signing Talus Magno. I did, yeah. Do you think that's a good signing? I think it's probably good for Bologna. I don't know whether it's very good for Talus Magno owners though. You ended up getting threshold last night. Well played, man. What, the rare threshold? If you got I mean, to be honest, if you got rare or limited, congratulations. But if you got rare, then it's even better, right? Add it raw in there. Rare threshold, lovely, man. It's so nice to get the $50. I'm hoping we can do it today, but we need a massive score from Hervey Kofi, and I don't think we can get it. But you never know, right? You never know. You can always be surprised on Sorare. But I think we need like 80 points or something, which is a lot. Yeah. Mikhail Dessler. Yeah, Dessler's a good one, I think. We have a lot of players here. I don't actually have enough training teams anymore. Like, technically, I need to go and buy like another training team, but I'm not going to do it because they're too expensive in the game. I think they're at the level that I'm at now. I think for the sixth team, I need like 15,000. Need to spend like 15,000. I really wish that they had changed the pricing because it doesn't sync anymore. It doesn't make sense with the other stuff that they're releasing. Let's put Arda in here. No, yeah, let's do it. Arda. We'll take him out as well. Okay. Let's do that. Guys, don't forget about your training teams. Make sure you do your training teams, your academy teams. Let's take him out. Some teams in the relegation zone, it could be considered worse than Bochum, though. Bochum's okay. Like, they're not the strongest, but I kind of agree with you what you're saying there. I think they're always going to be in a relegation battle, Bochum, because they are one of the weakest, but every now and then, especially when they're at home, they can do really good. Put Vimmer in like that. Okay, cool. It's 15,000, isn't it, for an extra one? Yeah, 15,000 for the third academy team expansion. So much. Hello to sorare. How you doing, man? All right, I think that's all we can do. We looked at it yesterday and we realised we can't really do much this midweek. So I think that's the best we can do. Let's go into rivals as well. Very good. We're still having flashbacks from the weekend. What flashbacks? What do you mean? Hello to Isgold as well. Oh, you missed the threshold by 2 points. Oh, damn. Unlucky, man. You never know. You could be opted though. You never know, right? Last week I had hit the threshold, and then the deadline passed, so we went into the next game week, and then I looked good for the threshold, and then they opted me. I think it was like it felt like it was half an hour before awards, so you never know. You got opted down overnight. Oh dear. You never know though. They could opt you up. Are you doing a final player already, or maybe later? Are we doing it later? Yeah, let's do it later. Trying to figure out what is the next game that I want to do on Rivals. Don't actually think I want to do this one. I have the goalkeeper for it. I don't think I want to do it. Got a rare as well, like a rare goalkeeper. Hervey Kofi, but we've got Issa Kabor. Technically, we probably should do it, shouldn't we? Really? Given that we've got two scarcity cards here. Just I don't really trust them. Burkina Faso, if I'm honest with you. I don't trust this team. I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't trust them. I don't trust this team either to do well, so I think that's a skip. Could do the Juventus one though, couldn't we? Sporting on the 18th. Okay. This is basically Mali, South Africa, which is an avoid. Burkina Faso, which, you know, maybe I do it. I think I'll have to see when the lineups are announced. And then Juventus, Sassuolo, Tunisia, Namibia. The thing is with the Juventus game is that there's probably going to be let's play it out. So if we'd done it, we could do that. We could probably do Danilo. Rabiot I'd like to do, but then we've only got 90. Then Vlahovic is 42. Then we have 48. Locatelli could do it. Might do that. Is Vlahovic out injured? Rabiot's out. Injured, apparently. What's going on with Vlahovic then? Like, is he out? What the hell? Why would SofaScore not project him in the lineup? The Burkina Faso lineups are out. Okay. Let's park this for now because Rabiot would be out. So I don't know whether I really trust that anymore. Let's park that for now. Yeah, so Hervey Kofi. PlayShop has Vlahovic and also Rabiot at 95%. Did they really? Wow. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, maybe we do the Juventus one then. Seems a shame not to pick Berardi. But yeah, I think we would do... Yeah, Danilo, Locatelli, Rabiot, and Vlahovic, potentially. Let's do it, I think. Why not? It's probably one of the few club games that I like, club matches that I like tonight. Why do Congo players in Tunisia appear with NG on Pro? What competition are you looking at? Like, where are you trying to enter them in? They shouldn't have NG anyway, because Tunisia, of course, have a game It might be because some of those players aren't actually part of the Tunisian squad, for example. You have to check the Tunisian squad to make sure that they're part of the squad. Look how bad this team is, really. This is probably quite a good option. Blatty Torre. This guy is not that great. Doesn't really tend to score that good. I don't think so. I don't think we do him. Still not sure whether we're going to do this, actually. I'm just trying to, like, weigh it up, whether we would. So, look, they've got Abubakari Koita, who we know is amazing. Up front, I mean, to be honest, we could put... I don't think I want to do this game. I don't want to pick this guy, the forward, or this guy. They're just not particularly that good. Don't think they're going to score that great. It's a bit of a shame that we have 2 cards, limited cards, but not quite confident with that. Hello to Mark Gork. How you doing, man? Let's do it for now, the Juventus one. Let's do that. Let's put Rabiot as the captain for now. Good old Gagan press again. Let's do that. I actually wish that there was an option on Rivals where you could say, don't recommend these people to me again. Like, I don't want to keep seeing fucking McBride Ace here. So I don't want to see him again. I don't want to see Canny again. I don't want to see these guys being recommended to me. There should be a way to say, stop, and I don't want to see them again. Like, don't mind, like, this guy, for example, Empty Wallet. Okay, fine. Chair, we can challenge these guys. You know, Nellis, whatever. Don't want to challenge the other guys, though. I don't want to see them. Hello to Sorare Rec. How you doing, man? Because I don't like them. So I think they're dickheads, to be honest with you, idiots. Let's challenge Sellers, though. I don't think Sellers will do this game. I don't know whether he will or not. Yeah. Sorare CT. Sorry, man. Right. Cool. Yeah, so we missed the Burkina Faso. All right, cool. I don't think I want to do any more games, actually. Yeah, I probably should do that, shouldn't I? Probably should challenge them and then beat them because I don't like them. They're not worth the time, though, to be honest with you. Oh, Need help with the goalkeeper. Guzan got sent off in his last game last season. Will he be suspended? Can you check, please? You check it. I'm not going to check it, man. You check it. Yeah. Maybe check it on Play Sharper, man. See what's there on Play Sharper from the expert. But you're right. I remember he did get sent off, so he should technically be suspended for the first game. I think it's even the first two, but definitely the first one. But yeah, just check it yourself, man. Do we want to do any more? I don't think we do. Like the Mali South Africa one, I don't really like the look of that. This one pains me that we're not doing it. But I don't want to do a game where we could potentially lose our streak. And I think that's probably one where we could lose our streak. So I think we skip that one. I feel a bit more confident with that one. And then Tunisia, I probably would do that one, but I think I want to see the lineups first of all. I want to see who's lining up. So I'm not overly familiar with the Tunisian team. We did have a little look at it yesterday. There's a few players in there that might be worth looking at, but yeah, I mean, this in theory they should win this one quite easily against Namibia, but I want to see it first. Mourinho got fired. He did, yeah. I think it was coming. It's been a long time coming, actually. You've already ran out of arena tickets, have you? Wow. You must have been doing loads of games. I mean, to be fair, you don't really get a lot, do you? So at the moment, you have to kind of wait, don't you? Like once every 12 hours to get a ticket. And then you have to hope that you win them if you hit the streaks. So at the moment, there's not like a quicker way to get them. They're not even in the club shop, are they? So yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that they can't play any more arena because they don't have enough tickets and there's no way for them to get more. Probably Sorare's going to add it, some option to buy them in the club shop, but then you maybe have a limit as to how many you can buy. Yeah. If you don't hit the streak, you just need to wait, exactly. Yeah. So if you're kind of like still trying, like maybe you've hit like 5 games in a row, and then your next one's to hit 10 games in a row, like then you have to hit not an additional 5 more, but you have to hit 10 because it takes you back to 0. So, and that's difficult to do, right? Because then you've got to hit 10 in a row and there's no other way to generate the tickets. What else? What are the other games that you guys are doing on Rivals today? Or what are the other games that have that look like really interesting? Because I can't really see anything else that I should be taking part in today, apart from maybe the Tunisia Namibia one. I think that's the one that's sticking out. Juve Sassuolo only, I think. Not interested in Africa. And then you're doing the Mali versus South Africa because you because you are from South Africa, right? Who are you picking? Surely South Africa, right? South Africa stack. Ooh, excuse me. Is Sorare Mega still going? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Okay. January the 5th to the 9th. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of not really doing. It's not really going, is it, anymore? We have these 2 chests here, which I think is a bit pointless to open, really, but we'll open them. Yeah, this is kind of stopped, isn't it? Yeah. It's not like we're desperate to play it anyway, but it was worth having a look. And yeah, it's not really going. Like the last game week was game week 439. So yeah, I think this is dying a slow death, isn't it? We could have a little look at the next game week though, because to be honest with you, I don't actually have. We don't really have a team for this game week, but for game week 443, we can probably start to plan for that. Hmm. I've seen that Optimax. Yeah, I've seen that. It's quite interesting actually. I'm sure Opta don't get their scoring wrong there. Um. Oh, one thing we need to do. Just remembered. We need to go back onto Pooky, and we need to do our predictions. So let's lock that in quickly. Done. (3-2) in the Juventus game would be lovely tonight. That would bump us up, I think, into the top 100. I think we want to do the German league and the Spanish league. What we're going to do in the German league? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is an interesting one. What did you put for your German predictions? Twitch Gaming. I tempted to do 3-1 again. I think I might do 3-1 again. What's going to give us the high score? 3-1, 3-2. Okay. Let's do it. You've done a lot of 1-1s, have you? Oh, yeah, okay. Wow. Some good predictions there, actually. Quite like it. What's everyone else doing on Pookie this week? Same as every week. But it's working, isn't it? It's working for you. So why change it? Looks like Mark is going to win the Italian league again. Cool. Nice and easy. That's the German league done. I might do all the same. Why is it not registered that? Didn't we just do that? There we go. Let's do the Spanish league as well. Um, I want to do all 2-1 here, I think, but I don't know whether that's actually going to be enough to get us into the rewards, you know? We don't have a Spanish ball. Yeah, that would be, yeah, I said I was going to do that, didn't I? 1-1's not bad. I don't think I want to do it today, but yeah, thanks for reminding me, Twitch Gaming. 1-1 could be an interesting, well, 1-1's not really enough. 2-2 would be, yeah. 2-2 would be pretty fun. 616. Let's do 2-2. I actually quite like that idea. Let's do 2-2. I think we need to pick a ball that gives us a chance of, I think it's this one. Gives us a chance for over 2.5 and a draw. Which is actually this one. Where's the German league ball? It's actually this one here, isn't it? Over 2.5 and draw. Yeah, let's do it. I quite like that suggestion, man. Does mean we're probably not going to be able to use our other balls, though. I'm doing them all. I'm going all in. I know. 785 points. Imagine if it does happen. We'll be laughing. Laughing our way to the bank. All right, 22 points left over. Oh, it's not full? Oh, okay, we need to refill that one then. Yeah, let's do it. We've got more than enough POC to do it. Okay, that's done as well. I think I might want to pay some of it forward. Yeah, let's do it. Let's pay some of it forward into game week 62 as well. We can do 2 in here. Why don't we do Augsburg versus Bayern? I want to do 4-1. And then I think I want to do 4-1 again. There we go. Then we've got 2 energy left over, so we can update one of our predictions for the current game week. We've only won 5 POC. Look, we didn't have such a good game week last game week. Only won 5 POC, so it's a bit of a disappointing game week. A really disappointing game week, actually. Our same score strategy didn't really pay off. Let's claim all this as well. Okay, we can level this one up, so we will. What do we want to make this ball? This is an Italian ball. I think we boost the home. Let's boost it all on the home for now, until I work out what this ball's going to be. It's definitely going to be home, but I don't know whether it's going to be anything else at all. And then Leipzig needs to be upgraded as well. All right, cool. Guys, don't forget, you can pick up some Pokeballs today. They're available. There's only 60 left. So use the link in the chat. That link will give you a free Pokeball and money off your first purchase in the game. Fabrizio changing the market in a second. Keep or sell Babacan? Why are you asking that question? He is horrendous sometimes. If you can't trust him, then I'd say sell. Yeah. You want to have players that you can trust a lot of the time, most of the time. If you've got a player who is a bit Jekyll and Hyde, then it's worth getting rid of them. Hmm. Okay. Could do a few options here. We could do Richie or Jonathan Boatu. Let's do Richie for now. Could actually do both, really. Could technically do both. Yeah, let's do both for now. Okay. Please notice me. First comment. Well, you are being noticed, so thank you for commenting. King Sharjari. Sharjawi? I hope I said your name right, man. Thank you for jumping in, and thank you for the lovely message as well, man. I'm glad that you enjoyed the channel. And yeah, thank you for tuning in on YouTube, man. King Sharjawi. What a cool name. Hello, mate. Been looking at Wanyama and noticed on this updated MLS spreadsheet he is down as a designated player. Seems a bit cheap as a rare. He is a designated player, but the reason he's cheap is because he's crap. He's not doing anything. We talked about him recently. He's not really worth, in my opinion, he's not worth picking up. But if you feel that he is offering really good value, then pick him up. But yeah, he's been a designated player for a while. And I don't understand why he's still a designated player. They probably can't afford to take him off a designated player contract, put him on a senior player contract, and still have him at the club. They would probably have to sell him. And that's why he's still a designated player, because they can't sell him. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi. Yeah. True, though, isn't it? I mean, how much is he? I haven't looked at him. I can't remember what his price is, right? Victor Wanyama. Yeah, £10 in the rare is actually cheap, but he's fucking crap. He's shit. Like, he hardly even starts anymore. When he does start, he doesn't do anything. Like, look. I think the market's really become quite reflective. Some of the prices of rares and just players in general have become quite reflective of how competitive rares become. Where this type of player, technically for £10, it looks great, but actually, you spend £10 on a player that won't really be able to help you to anything. If he can do this again, and if he could do this more regularly, great. But I don't think so. I think he's just happy to take the paycheck, and I don't think that they're particularly that happy with him either. That's why he's now on the subs bench. So yeah. When was the last time Messi scored a hat trick? Is that the comparison that you're making between Ronaldo and Messi, though? Because I think if it is, it's probably not the right one. Like what Messi's achieved and how he's changed the game, I think makes him a legend, and makes him win that. I don't think it's a contest anymore. And I'm a Man United fan, so for me to say that Messi is the best. I've scouted a lot of MLS players the last 2 days because the league starting soon. Some really good players are really cheap, to be honest. There's some players I've also scouted quite a bit over the last few days, and there's a lot of MLS players that are good under £50. It's quite difficult to find MLS players that are decent under like a tenner for the rare. That's been quite difficult to do. I thought that there would be a few. I haven't really been able to find any. Victor Wanyama, you could class as being one under £10, but again, I just think he's crap now. I don't think you're going to get anything good from this at all. Okay. Let's save that. And then what can we do in All-Star Rare? Heavy Kofi. I bought an under 23 punty team, but I thought I could buy more. But I don't know. What's your punty under 23 team, Arthur? Tell us, share with the chat. Hello to Wakey. Yeah, I've got quite a few rares now, man. I've been aggressively moving out of limiteds now. And the money that I've been getting from the limiteds, I've been putting into the rares. So I need one more rare goalkeeper. And then once I've done that, I'm then basically done buying rares. I don't need to buy any more rares really after that. Hopefully then I can just win them. And then I can focus my efforts on starting to buy super rares then. I think we would do... this is a little bit tricky. I think we'd do this here. Maybe Edvardsen doesn't need to be there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Bocat in here as well, even though he's got a really difficult game. Thank you, King Sharjari, for the sub and the like, man. Appreciate it a lot. Franco Escobar for 40, Paredes for 16, Leo Flat for 15. Yeah, but they're all shit, man. They're all crap. Like Paredes, I wouldn't pay that for Paredes. Leon Flack, it's like a nothing player for me, really. I might like it. I'm interested. I want to know. What it's like, what you've got. So, because the thing is, like when you have an under 23 team, there's sometimes there's players that you pick that aren't great now, but could be good in the future, right? So maybe you're kind of like thinking ahead, long term. Jacob Jackson, Zan Kolmanich, Federico Navarro, Jacob Schauferberg, and Nico Sakaris. Okay. Yeah, I think you were right. I don't like it. But it doesn't really matter what I think. If you like it and if you're happy with it, then that's what it's about, right? And if you have like a plan for this team, then hopefully they can help you achieve it. So yeah, I don't like it, but as long as you like it, that's the main thing. What else can we do? Let's do cap 240. Let's see what our cap 240 is looking like. Can we do an under 23? I don't know when can we do our under 23 team again? Was it this game week? Game week 443. No, it's not, is it? It's the next one. Game week 445. Yeah, it's game week 445. No, those players you mentioned are shit. Twitch Gaming. They're shit. But again, if you like them, then great, but they're shit, man. Did you ever go to a match? What match? I've been to several matches, man. I've been to lots of football matches, but don't know what match you're talking about. What match you're talking about specifically? Any match? Yeah, I've been to quite a few matches in the past, man. What about yourself? It's good to go to football matches, you know. Not for the scouting, but just for the atmosphere, just to kind of support the team or support teams. I've been to several, really. Yeah, that's true. But those players he mentioned were shit. And you'll see this season why. We can't do under 23. Let's work out our cap to 40. Escobar is okay, but he's not worth 40 euros. He's kind of poor in my opinion. He's shit in my opinion, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's no holding back, man. There isn't. I think often as well, I've kind of said about players that this player's good, this player's crap. And it's funny because when I've kind of said this player's good, I know that everyone has their different opinions on it. I've often in the past had people saying, "Oh, what are you talking about? This player's not good," and this player goes and does amazing things. And also, because to be fair, I've kind of said that this player's not that great. They've actually done better than what I thought, right? So that is the good thing about Sorare is that because they're players, there's that unpredictability that one season they could just like explode and they can just do something like very unexpected, very almost like not what you would think they would do based on how they've been performing before. But yeah, there are some players as well that are just proper shit. The only player I do not like is Jacob Jackson because New England bought another goalie. I'd say your record speaks for itself, to be fair. Yeah, I think so. It does, doesn't it, Wakey? Thanks, man. What do you think about Wakey? I'm not sure if you've seen this actually, but look, wait, there you go, Wakey. Because I know you like this guy. I picked him up yesterday. I think I think it's about time now. He's going to have a breakthrough season this year. There's a couple of clubs in the Chilean top division that are also looking at him, and so he's either going to leave to those. I think the champions actually, Huchapito, are looking at him, and there's another club as well that's looking at him. So if he moves, he's going to move to a club that's not licensed, which should be great. But if he stays, then I think that he's then going to get a lot more starts this season because he was really, really good towards the back end of last season. I think they've been patient with him, and I think now is the time where they can start to like give him more starts, and I think he's ready. So yeah, I think this is his year now, Gonzalo Tapia. You had him last year, did you? Yeah, I think you did, didn't you? Yeah, I remember actually. I remember us talking about him on the stream. He's very good. Yeah, and I think I got a good price from him as well. What do you think about my rare 240 team? Room, Pinto from Fortuna, Pedro Diaz from Bordeaux, Sangangov, and Santa Maria from Rennes. That's actually good. Yeah, that's actually good. There are some good players there. There are some good players there. It's a good balance to that team as well. How much did the team cost you, Pirek? Who's your favourite player there as well? I like that you've got room in there. I like that you've got room in there, man. Let's also go back. We want to make sure that we are not missing anything. Hmm. Yeah, we're not going to be able to hit the threshold with this, are we? Yeah, it's just a write-off game week, isn't it? Around €400. Wow, that's actually pretty good. That's actually surprised me how cheap that team is. You know, very good. I mean, a lot of that cost as well would be down to room, right? Because room would be what around €200, something like that alone. How much did you get Eli Room for? Did you get him for cheap when he had left the Columbus crew or something? Okay, he's 125. Pinto is very cheap for the player he is. He is actually, yeah. I think Eli Room's very cheap, and it's largely because Vitesse haven't been doing that great, but like they're doing better now. He's delivering doing slightly better now, but he's still delivering some really good scores. Room 170, Pinto 25, Diaz 46, Sangogov 130, and Santa Maria 30. Yeah, very good, man. I do like that team. I think it's a really good one. Yeah. Right. I think we can do some. Let's do them early because this is a little bit of a quiet game week. So I think we can do some free tip scout fund coupons. Let's open some up. Hello to Audris Vinagris, man. How you doing? All right. Let's do Sorare Seekers, find a player. So let me know what you are looking for. Just finished work, going to build a lineup for rivals and just chill. How are you, FTP? Yeah, good, man. I'm all right. We've done pretty much our lineups. There really wasn't much for us to do because it's one of those game weeks. And then we were kind of like looking at rivals ourselves. We were thinking about going into this one, the Burkina Faso game, but I don't trust it. And then I probably will do the Tunisia one, but I'll need to check that at 4 to see what the lineup's looking like. And if I don't like the lineup, then I won't do it. If I do, then I'll probably hit Tunisia quite hard. Need a goalkeeper for Cap 240, price around 10 to $11 and L15, max of 50. Europe only, of course. Okay, cool. Let's try and find a few players for you then, man. Let's run a bit of a search here. There's already a few players that come to mind, but I think it would just be quite good as well if we can maybe discover some new ones as well. So let's do it. Champ, Challenger, Second Div, and then Limited. Let's do this here. Your budget, you said, was what? $10 to $11. So what I'm going to do, I think you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it just a little bit over so that we can try and find some goalkeepers that maybe fit the bill, but just have a slightly higher average, but you can then negotiate down to them. So let's put some scores in here. What competition? This is for Cap 240, is it? Okay. I think that, again, Cap 240, I think is much more important for a goalkeeper to look for good AA rather than clean sheets. So we'll put that at 7. Then we put the L15, AA at around 5. It's a good starting point. And then the percentage of games played, I want to have that at about 20%, which is kind of low. And then we also want to put this at around 20%, which is also very low. I think the main thing here is that our budget is going to dictate the number of results we get rather than any of these kind of restrictions. So we don't want to make this too bad or too low. Let's filter that. There we go. We get just under 100, which is lovely. So Ali Varul comes up here. I definitely have to talk about Ali Varul. So maybe you haven't looked at Ali Varul before. Maybe you have heard of him because I talk about him a lot. But he's my rare goalkeeper for Cap 240, and I'm very happy with him because he hits you consistently AA of 10 points or more. So you know that with Ali Varul, you can basically expect to score a 50 or more pretty much every game. These games here where he done really bad, this was kind of expected because these were against really terrible opponents, really difficult opponents. But other than those 3 games here, he's very consistent at giving you mid-50 scoring. And his AA is also very consistently, as I mentioned, in the 10 points and above. They don't actually tend to keep many clean sheets. So then when he does keep a clean sheet, he's going to give you a score of like 70, 80. And the great thing with Ali Varul is that he doesn't need the clean sheets to give you the scoring that you need. So Ali Varul's definitely one you should look at. Eli Room's in there. We're just talking about Eli Room. What else we got here? Let's sort this also by L40, like that. Who's been the most consistent performers here? David Shields in there. Johnny Placide's in there. Andres Fernandez is in there. Actually, one goalkeeper that probably needs to be talked about because he's only just moved is Matthias de Turo. Matthias de Turo has just moved to Elche. And in his first game for them, he hit a score of 65. I think he's going to be a big player for them. He's already a fantastic goalkeeper. And he is playing in a league where there are not many goals scored. So he will be able to give you a lot more clean sheets now that he's at Elche, than he did at Fatty. He's also only £7.24. So I think Matthias de Turo is one to look at as well. So Matthias de Turo, Ali Varul, and then let's give you another one. Ivan Banic, no. Patrick Pence is okay, but it's for Brøndby. Don't think so. Andres Fernandez, to be fair, is good. He's a little bit on the old side, though, at 37. But I think I want to give you a younger goalkeeper. Danny Martin's decent. Hendrik Bondman, we know is good. Ledesma. Oh, Ledesma's really good. We've got Regis Gertner here as well. We always mention Regis Gertner because he is actually the perfect kind of threshold goalkeeper. So Regis Gertner for sure. Who else here is a good option for Cap 240? Sinan Bolat is good. Either Panda's probably going to be a good option now that he's moved to Hull. But I also don't like Hull, to be honest with you. So I'd probably be holding off on him. But Sinan Bolat's pretty good for Cap 240. Yeah, I think that, to be honest with you, I think the best option is Ali Varul. I'd be going for Ali Varul if I was you. I'd be looking at Ali Varul or De Turo. Those are the options I'd give you, man. De Turo's not going to sit on the bench all season. He's too good. I almost hit a 4-man threshold in the weekend, though. Missed out on 6 points, but I was an idiot and played an under-23 Spanish guy. Hello to Roku as well, man. Unlucky that you missed out on the threshold there. I mean, to be honest, we could probably put some lineups together, couldn't we, for games happening tomorrow? Why don't we do that? I don't want to do the sporting one. Hello to Dejeez as well, man. Welcome back in. Good to see you again. This game is happening in a few days, isn't it? I quite like this game. The issue with this game is that I think there's going to be a lot of people that have the limited cards, though, the Tigres. So we almost don't want to do it. Because then if we do go up against somebody that has all Tigres, for example, limited, and we have just common cards, we're going to lose. Morocco would probably do. Like Bono, Abdul Hamid, or Aguerd. Really want to pick Abdul Hamid though. They're quite expensive. But their average costs are quite expensive. Hakeem's quite low though, isn't he? 46. I'm gonna wait until that lineup's announced. I'm only playing Captive 40 automatically, but I don't have a clue what's the benefits of Rivals. So Rivals is just a way for you to play SO5, but in a much more condensed, much more simpler version, where there's more of an emphasis on going one-on-one against somebody, or there's much more of a social element to it. So, you know, like with the normal SO5, you play your lineups, you go up against other people around the world, but there's not really the focus of like going up against and challenging other people. It's like that in Rivals, and when you play the ranked version of Rivals, you have a chance to win a mystery box as well. So you can then win some cards potentially, or a mystery jersey, or you can win some more arena tickets. Lots of people think they will win if they have a limited in there, but it's usually a shit one, and they captain him just because it's limited. Beaten loads with full limited teams. Yeah, that's true, but that is true. But if you think about it, Tigres, like especially for Leon, like Leon aren't licensed in the game. They don't really have cards, right? So anybody that's really going for this, there are loads of Tigres players. I actually think Tigres can do quite well here. So I actually expect lots of managers to stack with Tigres, if I'm honest with you, which means then that there's going to be a ton of Tigres teams out there. And with Tigres, for example, I think there's not many options that you can really do. Guzman, we were talking about, he should be suspended, right? So let's say that they play Felipe Rodriguez, for example, and then it's either kind of like Angelo, Aquino, Samir. I'd probably pick Aquino here. And then I'd probably pick in the midfield. I'd like to pick Brunetta, but he's quite expensive. So I'd probably then pick some like Fernando Gorian, then Gignac. And then we have 74, which actually isn't enough to be able to afford. It's not enough to afford Brunetta, but it is enough to afford, say, Angelo or Cordova. Look, we're just shy of Brunetta. If we put Brunetta in, and then let's say that they don't play Felipe Rodriguez, they play this guy instead, then that's actually the way you do it. But I think, you know, everyone's pretty much going to have Gignac, and then Gorian, Aquino, or Angelo. And there's just so many of those limited cards as well. So I think if you go into this and if you don't have any limited cards, you're probably going to lose. I played against 3 super rares and 2 uniques, so limited seems okay now. Did you? Wow. Luckily, I haven't been able to. Luckily, I've not really gone up against many that have the scarcity cards. GBR21, thank you so much, man, for the sub. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, so kind of at the moment, there's not really many games that are appealing to me. This is the advantage, though, of Rivals, is that because it's a quiet game week in SO5, but there's loads of games which are happening still. It means that Rivals is probably going to get more of a focus, but not really fancying those games at the moment. Right, we'll be back in a second. All right. When is the Ultimate Champions deadline? Thanks, Waking, as well, for jumping in. Oh, this one starts in 3 days. Okay. We might as well do this now. Given that we've got the time, we don't actually have to do an autofill. Hmm. Don't really have good options there. Thank you so much to John. Yeah, I agree. It's a really boring game week. Yeah. We're just talking about that. Thanks for the prime, man. Sorry, not the prime. Thanks for the sub. We're just talking about how it's really boring and probably rivals is this is the right time for rivals, isn't it? Where everybody can just still play and get involved. This is so weird. On Ultimate Champions, Luke O'Nean, he still has this suspended. He's had it every game and he's not suspended. I don't know what's going on there. Like you can see he's regularly playing, but he still has this suspended on here. It's really, really bizarre. Yeah, same. Yeah, you're right. It is the same with Chair. I think I've got Chair somewhere. I've got him somewhere. I don't have his epic, but I think I've got his standard card, his common, and it's still stuck on him. I think he's down here somewhere, isn't he? Chair? Is he gone? Yeah, there we go. Look. Yeah, Chair. It's weird. I don't understand why it's not updating. I actually fancy Saka's not been doing that good, but I fancy Saka to do better against Crystal Palace. So why don't we do Saka? And then we can do Odegaard. Where's he gone? There he is. God, Odegaard's been scoring terrible. I'm backing him to do better, though. We have Wirtz, but I don't know whether I want to pick Wirtz against Leipzig. Probably Harrison Burrows would be a good one, though. At home against Shrewsbury. And then look, Soot at home to... Yeah, I think that's the better play. So we do Soot there. And then we can do... Harrison Burrows there. And then we can put as an extra forward. How much is your gallery worth on Ultimate Champions? I don't actually know. We'll have a little look now. It's a good question, actually. Let's go on to UC Helper. Check. Let's type my name in. There we go. The gallery is worth $161.53. Most expensive card is Garuti, which is $4. And then the card with the highest value is Luke O'Nean. I haven't bought any of these cards. Well, that's not true. I bought Garuti, but I've not really put any money into the game. If you look at the manager transactions here, you can see that my total sales is $1,078, right? My total purchases is $295.34, but I've only put 20 pounds into the game. So I've actually made a huge amount of profit on the game. But I just don't play it enough anymore at the moment. I should be playing it more. I will in the future. Seems weird to not play Ferran Torres. Let's put him in there. Okay. How can I have a team score of 0 points, but 2 players played and got 327? On what? Ultimate Champions or what? You see. Oh, okay. I know what you're looking at. Yeah, I'm going to show you. I have the same as well. The scoring itself does it does work properly. The way it's displayed sometimes is a bug. Yeah, and it's a bug I think that's been going on for a while. I'm going to show you. This is what I always say with UC is that I actually quite like the game, but they need to do a massive quality of life update on it. There's so many things that just aren't polished enough, and they need to brush up on them. Oh, really? We're -5? Oh, come on. Okay. How many have we got? 83. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. So when I go back to the leagues here, Arthur, I think I also see the same for my live. No, I don't. I think sometimes what you can see on Ultimate Champions though, is it doesn't update the scores. There's like sometimes there's a delay, so you might have that where there's like a little bit of a delay to the scores showing. Might as well upgrade this one. think we can just do the stack here. Is the game week over? It's over soon. It ends in on UC. It ends in about I think 19 hours. It was saying. What teams can you put in for the Prem Winter Special here? Oh, okay. True. There's no Afcon. You can't see the Afcon here. Okay. Okay. What's the question? What's the question, man? Haaland. Oh, they have a double game week. Oh, that's very good. Okay, definitely need to use them for threshold then, I think. Right, I think we're good. I think we're basically just waiting for the new game week to start. Hello to Madar. How you doing, man? I wish there was a filter on Sorare data where you could specify that you only want to look for players that have less than X amount of rare cards in the game. Because what I'd like to do here is I'd almost like to find like an under 23 player that maybe has like less than 20 rare cards on the market. Do you know a good cheap capture 40 forward with a low L15? I do, but you'd need to do a find a player for that, man. This guy's quite cheap. He's actually a good player as well. Useful. He's playing for a bad team. What do you think about Noslin? In what context, man? What do I think about him for what? Cap 240 is okay. How much is he? Wow. Two? Wow, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, €2 is hard to complain for that. Hmm. Okay. Do you reckon Courtois makes the Euro 24? That is a good question. I think he's expected to be back playing and fit again before the summer, isn't he? It's just a case of whether he's going to be fit enough. Um, they might even if he's not fit, I'd reckon they'd probably still take him anyway. They might just have him as part of the squad, so that then as they progress through the tournament, in theory, they could maybe start to use him later on. So I think so. Oh, was he told? He told Belgium press he's done with international football. Did he really? Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, he hates Tedesco. Fair enough. There you go. You got your answer then, the Don from the chat. Ah, Bayern Munich reserve team. Is one to keep an eye on, I think, maybe. Bayern Munich reserve team player. There's so many under 23 players on the platform. This guy needs like, looks like he needs a loan. Right, cool. We could keep doing some scouting, but yeah, chat's a little bit dead. So let's try and just have a bit of a chat for now whilst we wait for the new game week to start. How's everybody getting on in the new month long? Has anybody got off to a really good start in Cap 220 month long at all? I think I've done okay, um, given that we didn't actually have a good team. So just show you. Yeah, we're currently, if all things stand here, we're going to get a tier 3. Our team done okay, but we had 2 players that let us down. So I'm happy to be amongst it in the first game week. How can we see my team here? Click on it here. Okay, let's go back. This is a dumb leaderboard that. Let's go down. Here we go. That was the team. You got 355 points this game week. Wow. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you pipped me by about 30 or so. That's a good start. That's a solid start. You're not playing it? How comes you're not playing it, Pirek? It's the month long, the prize pool's better in it. It's worth playing, I think. Wasn't worth playing before. I think now it is worth playing. Got a limited threshold, but 2 players are low scores, so no prize. Really focused on transitioning to rare. Only need a rare goalkeeper. Do you have one in mind, Sai? Do you have a few in mind that you're thinking of getting? You don't do limiteds apart from 240. Yeah, but you don't need to just play limited to play Cap 220. You could play Cap 220 rare, for example. Got 247 in limited and 247 in rare consistent. Wow. The odds of that happening, getting exactly the same score. Toby Leeson, high on my wishing list. It's a good, yeah, it's a good one to look at. Toby Leeson. I like Toby Leeson a lot. I think it's good as well that he's getting more game time. That's what everyone's been waiting for Leeson to get some game time. I actually forgot that my goalkeeper's playing, so we need Hervey Kofi to get a clean sheet and to also produce a masterclass in his AA. We are 33 points away from the threshold, so I'm just really not expecting it. I think that this score has basically killed our chance to hit the threshold. But if Hervey Kofi can deliver a score of 70, 75, I think we've got then a chance of doing it. Should we try and sell more limiteds? I think I want to. Let's do it. Let's try and get rid of a few more. If we can. Okay, we could get rid of Bart. Okay, let's keep hold of Yasic then. We need to keep George Cox as well. What's going on with Marlon? Does anyone know what's happened with this guy? Is he getting a move or is he staying at American Minero? I spelled that wrong. Miniero, I think, right? Hello to Forcey Marker. How you doing, man? Oh, he's actually got like a long contract with them as well, which isn't good. Need a defender for this game week for 240 rare. You mean the game week which starts in 25 minutes, FIFA? All right. Can you search Booson Park? I thought you'd already seen yourself now. I thought you'd already found yourself on there. Booson I Park. Is it I Park? Is it an I or an L? Was it is it an L? I think it's an L, right? What's the letter before park? Looks like an L. I mean, if we just type in Booson Park, you don't come up, man, at the moment. So maybe soon you will. Maybe it takes time. It's an I, is it? Okay. Let's try that then. Okay. The reserves, no? Reserves are the first team. I mean, I guess you can check it. You can check it yourself now. You know, like you can just put that in and you can see for yourself whether it's there. We have to do a find a player for FIFA. So let's try and do that now. He needs a defender for Cap 240 for the next game week. Wow. It's tricky. Ooh, I think I know which game I could target though. Probably you know about it as well, FIFA. What's your budget? What's the budget that we've got here? I haven't seen a budget. Because obviously that, that will 0.0185. Okay, surely we can look at somebody like Aquino. What do we have? Do we have an L15 that we need to work under as well? If you need them for Cap 240 rare. He's a little bit higher than your budget, but this would probably be my go-to here. Javier Aquino. L15 is good, but I'm using Nicolas Lopez. Okay. So what's that got to do with anything? Okay, yeah. I still don't see the problem because Aquino can still score good even if he's going up against somebody else. So this would be my suggestion to you. Javier Aquino, I think you could probably maybe try and get him might be able to get him for around your budget. If not, is Angelo a bit more expensive? Yeah, he is, isn't he? It's a shame. Aquino would be my pick, though. Yeah, he'd be my pick. I'm not bothered that he's going up against Nicolas Lopez, and you shouldn't be either. So I actually think that Tigres will do really well here. And even if Nicolas Lopez scores against Aquino, he doesn't get the 10-point clean sheet bonus, he's still going to score quite good, I think. See if you can get him. I don't know if you can get him for like the budget that you're looking for, because his average is 0.0210. And you have 0.0185. So you might have to do something for the next 20 minutes to try and make it work. But I think that you should try and make it work for Aquino. Yeah, he's just brilliant. Like the AA is just so good. He starts so regularly as well. He gives you a nice attacking threat too. And his AA is like 17.8. So he doesn't just rely on. I mean, for God's sake, you can see here, look, he conceded, like, they lost 3-0 and he got a score of 70. So he is exactly the type of player that does not need the 10-point clean sheet bonus. But then if he gets it, it's great because then it can give him the scores in the 80-90. So Javier Aquino, man. What else we got? It's cold. It's cold. You want to let me know what you're after, and we'll try and find you some players as well, man. Oh, be careful though. Yeah, he's got look. Oh, he's got midfielder cards though. Ah. Oh, is 2023? Do we have 2023 cards from yet? I think we do, right? But he's 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 technically a defender, but he has a midfielder card. So that actually might not work at all. FIFA. I just remembered that. What's his 2023 card? Is it also a midfielder? Yeah, it is. Look. So his cards on midfielders, that's really annoying. I kind of forgot about that. We need to give you another option. Um for your budget. Cape Verde. Cape Verde, they have some good defenders, no? Not really. Not really. Dashiku's going to be too expensive, isn't he? Yeah. It's a shame. Because he is good. Aguerd's decent. Yeah. Aguerd's a decent shout. Who have we got here as well? Where? How much is Aguerd? He's actually more expensive than what he's got. Yeah, it's a good shout though. It's a really good shout, Aguerd. But he's knocking on kind of 50. I mean, if you could get him for his budget, then great. Because I think that is a good call. I thought for the Ivory Coast, there was, okay, they have Singo. He's far too expensive, isn't he? And this guy's also expensive too. There's only one rare of him. Yeah. I mean, we could look at Sporting, but the problem with Sporting is that they're very expensive. Um, yeah, they're really expensive. So yeah, I don't know, FIFA, to be honest with you. This guy's great, but he's too expensive. Far too expensive. Yeah, Roman size is worth a look, I guess, but he isn't covered. You're right. Yeah. How much is Bolly? God, Willy Bolly's only like about 15 quid. That's quite cheap, really, because he can do good. How much is Aurier? Yeah, that's pretty cheap, actually. That's pretty cheap. £17. Worth a look. He didn't start in the last game. That's the problem with him. He didn't start, so he might not start again. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think you've left it too close to the deadline. Those are the options we've got. Sorry, we can't help you anymore, man. Hope you figure it out. Let us know what you do in the end. It's cold. What you up to, man? Where you at? You want to let us know what you're after as well? We'll try and find you some people. You need a midfielder for 30 euros ish. Rather not have a too high L15, but it's not a must. It's low. The game week 443. Okay, let's do a bit of a search for that then. Gambit 443 midfielder. What's kind of lowish or not too high L15? Something under 50? What's we need about 30 euros ish, right? Okay. Let's do 35. We're talking rare or limited here? You need a rare one. Okay, you need rare. All right. Let's see who comes up initially for that. There's going to be a load that come up, but we'll filter it down. Yeah. There's a ton. So let's focus on Europe here. And then let's also try and get you somebody that has like really good decisive, I think. If we can. Let's put that to that. It's for a cap 240 team. Okay. And then in the L40, we'd do the AA a little bit higher. A lot higher, actually, like that. We have 81 from this list here. Antonio Candreva, actually, is quite good. He's a little bit on the old side, but he's very good for threshold. Very good. This guy is doing good for Blackburn. This guy's doing really good at the moment. Look. Very good for threshold. His AA is like consistently 10 points or more. He'd be one to consider. Because he's only £30. And he's like a regular starter. You look at, since he's joined Blackburn, he's been averaging 16.4 in his AA, and then his all-round score is 51.6. And I think that's actually what you're looking for, really. And if you think about it, he's been scoring good when Blackburn have kind of been getting their ass kicked as well. So he's working hard. Candreva's decent as well. The only thing that I'd say with Candreva is that if you look at Candreva's price is basically the same as somebody like this guy. So Sondre Tronstad. I would obviously pick this guy up because he's younger. He's playing in the championship, so there's more games that happen in the championship per season than there are in the Serie A. He's expensive, Candreva. He's very good, but in my opinion, he should be like less than £20, not kind of the same cost as this guy here. I would pick Sondre Tronstad here for you, man, if I was in your position. Because what you'll see as well is that when you look at how his scoring works, like for example here, in the 4-1 defeat, he has an AA of 41. And if you look at how he's actually doing it, he's getting the triples quite regularly. He's getting triples, triple doubles. Those bonuses are massive. And he's getting those because he is so busy. Look, 3 tackles, 3 duels won, net duels won. More than 3, actually, and then 3 interceptions, and then he also chips in with an attack every now and then. So he's just all round. He's very, very good, this guy. So I think it's well worth looking at. So Tronstad is the one for you. I can't use the final player. Do you know why? How much do you have? What's your balance at the moment? What's your sorare? Not your sorare, your free to scout coupon balance? 15k. You should be able to use it. I don't know why you can't use it. You should be able to use it. No, not too many have been redeemed. Because I think you can, we have, is it 4? I think we have 4, a maximum of 4. I thought it was 4. Is it, maybe it's 3 now? It might be 3. Maybe I changed it down to 3. That would be the reason then. So yeah, they've all gone. It's cold. Is that okay? Oh, you think this guy's got too high an L15? Okay. So you need someone definitely under 50 then. Okay. Let's put that in. Let's put an L15 of under 50. I think this, if you can, I think that guy would be really good to look at. But if you actually think that's too high, we'll go under 50 then, the L15, and we'll find you someone else as well. Okay, who's an alternative then? Izzy Palazon's in there, Javier Mercier. Wow. Zinkernagel's in there, but he's too expensive. His average is good, but his floor price is really high. Zinkernagel's not really a Cap 240 player, though, to be honest with you. Oh, he's doing good. Patrick Hiwasowski's in there as well. Okay. Tanaka, so AO Tanaka's in there. Benedict Gimba, the legend. Interesting. Yeah, Kai's good. The Paderborn hit a perfect score of 100 recently. He's a little bit too inconsistent, unfortunately, for Threshold. But one to keep an eye on if you guys didn't know. Probably the better option really is Patrick. Because with Patrick, he's quite reliable. And he gives you again the threat of decisives. He's also part of the national team. He's got a slightly tricky game against Cercle Bruges, but he's also very good. So Patrick Hirosovsky would be the one. No, Zinkernagel will play. He's not the right player here for him. So Patrick Hirosovsky is, yeah. Patrick will be the one. He's actually quite cheap, Patrick. Oh, FIFA got Hamari Traore. Well done, man. Good job getting him in before the deadline. No, he isn't. He isn't. He's only got on AA of 9.3 at the moment. We need a bit better than that from, hopefully he gets tested a bit more in the second half. He's made 3 saves though, he's on the way. Who's actually doing good in this game? Because this game I kind of wanted to avoid it. Yeah, this is why I wanted to avoid it, look. It's only the first half, but Hoyter's doing really good. He must be the one testing Hervey Kofi with the shots. He is, look. Good, a good battle between those two. All right, the new game week's about to start in a couple of minutes, so let's just take a quick breather, and then I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, and we'll start lineup building for the new game week. So back in 5, guys. All right, guys, we're back again. It's the new game week, so we can now line up build in Sorare for what game week 443, I think it is this weekend. So let's do that. Let's get our rare teams in. Okay. Okay. I think this is what I want to do. What's that there? Brad the Runner. Sorare, tell me this is some kind of a sick joke. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's horrible, isn't it? That is horrible. Oh, God. Feel for the guy. Really feel for the guy here. I mean, we've all missed out on the threshold by a little bit, but that is really missing out by the smallest of margin. Oh, dear. That is tragic. Um, yeah. You know what, FIFA? That's the first thing that came to my mind. I looked at the captain that he picked, and I was like, oh, he made the wrong captain pick. And I was thinking, someone's going to comment that, but that's probably the last thing you want to read, isn't it? When you just missed out on the threshold by 0.01. But there's going to be someone that's done it, surely, right? Well, there hasn't been at the moment. I'm a little bit surprised, actually. I thought someone would have actually said, should have chose a better captain, just to rub salt in the wound. All right, cap 220. So I think we want to put Castamire in here. Yeah, Castamire. Think we want to have Tascaran for cap 240 to give us the double chance to hit the threshold. How did your 220 start last weekend? How did it do? It actually, the cap 220 rare, I think done, well, I don't think the cap 220 rare done that good. The Cap 220 Limited, done okay. I keep clicking on it and it brings me into here, which is what we don't want to see. Let's go back. Yeah, this was the Cap 220 Limited, which, you know, done okay, I think. Done pretty good, actually. Just Henderson and Corridor kind of let us down. But other than that, it was pretty good. And then the Cap 220 didn't do so great. It was this one here. It was a car crash, actually. But it was kind of good that everybody car crashed together. So, yeah, we take it. What about yourself, man? Advancing. I think we need to put advancing in here. Yeah, advancing. Pretty good. 340 points with a 20 in there from Salas of Sevilla at home to Alaves. Didn't expect that poor score from him. That is good, actually. If they're 340 with a player contributing 20 of that, that is good. Yeah, man. It's not a bad start, is it? At least it gets you kind of on the ladder for the month long. Hmm. We need to play Bocat somewhere. Probably here. I don't think this is a good game for him. Okay. Hmm. What the hell? Oh my god. Why was it changing like that? A bit weird. Okay. Could probably put out a punty 270 as well, like a throwaway, which I think will do. Let's do that. Still 0-0 in the Bikino game. You were surprised by that lineup, was you? What was you expecting instead? It's one of the reasons why I didn't do the lineup because I just didn't like their attackers that they lined up. Just didn't think it was that strong. But what were the attackers that you thought they were going to play instead? So why are they not there? Why are they not playing? But they're on the bench though, aren't they? Um, Armedo Goose is actually pretty good here. Yeah. Oh, we can't do it because we're over by 4. Okay, we would take Allison out, I think. Don't think Allison's going to keep a clean sheet, if I'm honest with you, against Bournemouth. Hmm. Okay, that's how we make it work, isn't it? And then, yeah, yeah. Oh, we need a bit more from Hervey Kofi. We're 24 points away. We needed a lot more from Hervey Kofi. I don't think we're going to get it. Hi FCS, could you inform me on how the 220 works? Is it still top 2? Is it still top 4 scores like it used to be, or sum of all scores? Yeah, it's still the top 4 scores, man. Yeah. Top 4 best scores from the 8 game weeks that you play over the month. It basically accrues them, so it kind of like adds them up as like a total. Now that we've like sold so many of our limited cards, we really can't put out many lineups, which is I guess it's kind of a little bit of a shame, but also not really, because they weren't really doing anything for us anyway. We could put out a team for second div, but we need to put out another team for All Star, and I think we're done. You have the threshold right. It hasn't counted the clean sheet bonus yet. I thought it did actually. Could be wrong. Maybe I was wrong there. But I think we needed a score of like 70, 80 from him. Oh, have we done it? I think you're right there, FIFA, you know? Well, yeah, then we're getting a score of 89, aren't we? Yeah, because the 89 is what we need. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So, yeah, all things being considered, now, if he keeps the clean sheet, then we get it. If he doesn't, then we miss out on it. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me about that, FIFA. Yeah. So, yeah, we have to keep an eye on that. Another 30 minutes to go. That'd be lovely, but I'm also kind of not expecting it. I did put him in there because I was thinking that they have a really good chance to keep a clean sheet, but yeah, you never know with the African Cup of Nations. You see some bizarre football being played there and some really crazy mistakes often being made by goalkeepers. And I'm hoping now that I've said here that I'm not tempting fate, that Kofi doesn't create some crazy mistake. But yeah, this would be lovely to win $50, £40 from the weekend, because we kind of got we got a little bit screwed out of winning it on the last game week. We got opted down after the game week finished, and it took us below 280. It was brutal. So yeah, it'd be quite nice if we can get back to winning ways with it now. Keep me posted, guys. If yeah, keep me posted. Who should I captain, Vanaken or De Koipia? Well, Vanaken I would always captain over De Koipia, but I don't know who's in the better form, because De Koipia is also really good. So maybe look at who's in the better form at the moment. I think Vanaken's always quite a nice, safe captaincy pick, to be honest with you, Timbo. Mark Martinez in there. Who are we going to put up front? Oh, this is pretty horrible, isn't it? Eric Botheim desperately needs to get out of Salernitana. He desperately needs to go out on loan. He's not being used at all. Let's put Benji in there for now. Do we? Yeah, I think we do it for now. At least Benji's got a chance of getting off the bench or something. This isn't going to do that good, but it's just a throwaway team that we're putting together. We'll put Armada Goose in here now. Probably Gimba. Yeah, Gimba. And then probably Bart Van Roij as well. Yep. Okay. I think we've done our teams, honestly, for the weekend. I think that's all we've got. All-Star, Cap 220, Cap 240 Limited, and then All-Star, Cap 220, Cap 240, and then Cap 270 Rare. Because we've been downsizing the limited cards that I had, because, you know, I think limited is awful, to be honest with you now. I've lost all faith in it. So I'm getting out of limited more. And that means we can't put as many lineups out now. But that's okay, because now we have lineups that we're putting out that we think realistically have a chance of doing something for us. So rather than having loads and then like basically all of them not delivering anything, we've now got a fewer amount, but we feel like we have a stronger chance potentially to do well in it. That's okay. That's okay. Cool. All right. What else have we got to do? I think if there's no more free tickets to get off on coupons, then we'll probably end the stream early, because we really don't have much more to do. To be honest with you, we've done our Pooky predictions, so that's all done. We spent all our energy. We've done our lineups for the weekend already, because there's not loads of games happening, and we don't have loads of lineups for it. So I think we're pretty much done. All right. Is there anything else we need to go through, guys, before we end the stream? Anything you guys want to discuss, or anything, any players that you think are worth talking about? I like Robin Hack, yeah. Robin Hack's great. I liked him when he was playing for Arminia Bielefeld. I thought he was brilliant. I actually had his limited card when he was at Arminia. And then I sold him when he got the move to, yeah, to Borussia Mönchengladbach. He's a very good player. The only problem with Robin Hack is that he doesn't really have any AA because he's very much that kind of like winger type player. So you often you need to rely on him getting multiple decisives to give you a score of 70 points or more. That's the only problem with him. Yeah, Van Heck is a really good investment. Yeah, definitely icon. I really like Van Heck. I think he's brilliant. I don't actually, to be honest with you, I don't actually think that maybe Brighton's the right place for him. I think he could do with going out on a loan somewhere. But as an actual defender, I really like that guy. He is like a classic defender. He loves defending. He's really good at tackles. He's really good at winning duels. He's really good in the air. He's really good at reading the game. So absolutely like that guy a lot. How much is he? I haven't actually seen how much he is recently. What's his price point? He's still so young as well. Okay, £8.42. £8.42. Okay, in the limited. Interesting. He's been doing so well for Brighton. He's had to wait patiently for his chance at Brighton in the Prem. You know, like he wasn't really getting used last season. I think did he not get out on loan? Yeah, he went out on loan as well, didn't he? 2022. And then he kind of came back from the loan and he wasn't really being used. He was just sitting on the bench here, like biding his time. I actually thought last season he could have benefited from going out on another loan rather than just sitting on the bench. So they almost he lost out on a season really of development. But then like this season, they've been starting to use him and bring him into the fold a bit more. And you can see from his scores here that he's really grabbed the opportunity with both hands. So I think he's a brilliant player to pick up and hold on to long term, definitely. All-Star or Challenger Europe with this lineup. Mignolet, Mechele, De Kuiper, Vanaken, and Thiago. Wow. I'd actually be tempted to go into All-Star with that. If you go into Challenger, I think you're probably going to have a really good chance to win Challenger, if I'm honest with you, because maybe I'm wrong here, but I didn't think that there were many Challenger Europe games for the next game week. Like, there's more, because there's more than what there were from the weekend, because now there's more leagues coming back, right? Let's have a little look. Oh, wait, we can't filter it by the SO5, can we? But we can do it here. Challenger here. There's quite a few here, to be honest with you. Oh, there's more than I thought. Got the Eredivisie. Don't have the... I think I'd be using that in All-Star. Yeah. I think I'd be using it in All-Star. You could put it in Challenger, but I think with that type of quality of team, All-Star is probably going to be worth a go. Yeah. He is still young, yeah, and he's very much learning still. The fact he's scoring so well and he's still not the complete player is just brilliant. It's really good to see. What's going on with the football? I'm sure I would have had, you guys would have told me, it's still 0-0. Okay. Oh, an anxious 20 minutes or so to wait to see if I've hit the threshold. Yeah. All right. Guys, I think we're gonna call it early today. So thanks to everyone who jumped in. Really appreciate it. And I have another stream scheduled for tonight. I don't actually know whether we're going to do it yet or not. I'll have to have a bit of a think about it. But yeah, if I decide to do it, then we'll be live at 8. If not, then I'll let you guys know. I'll drop a tweet out. So yeah. Will you be live for the end of the match? No, because we're about to finish now. Yeah. So thanks so much, guys, for jumping in. Really appreciate it. Your time, your energy, your effort, your commitment, and your input into the chat. Yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow with some more Sorare stuff at 12. So yeah, catch you there as well. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll catch you then.